Okay, so I'm browsing on the No More Guns hashtag on Twitter, and I come up with this post right here. So you know what? I want to respond to this in the fullest because this person obviously thinks he made some intelligent post here on Twitter. But we're going to show this person here how stupid he really is. How about we treat every man who wants to buy a gun like every woman who wants to get an abortion? Okay, dude. First off, here, I think California and New York gun owners get a hell of a lot worse than that, and I don't think every woman gets it that bad when she wants to get an abortion. Mandatory 48-hour waiting periods. Well, in California, it's 10 days. In New York, you got to get a license to own a gun, and well, that can take quite a while, even longer in New York City. Permit to purchase a pistol, which you have to get before you purchase a pistol in New Jersey. Well, of what I understand, that takes 2 to 3 months. Parental permission. Okay, so any minor getting an abortion in most states has to have parental permission. When was the last time you heard of a minor being able to legally walk into a gun store and purchase a firearm? I want to know. I honestly want to know, dude. Because my understanding of the law, which is a pretty damn good understanding, is that you have to be 18 if you want to purchase a rifle or a shotgun. You have to be 21 if you want to purchase a handgun or an NFA Title II item. That's federal law, dude. So, while you're pissing and moaning about minors having to get parental permission to get an abortion, we don't get to purchase firearms as children, at least not legally anyway. A note from a doctor proving he understands what he's about to do. You notice how he always puts he, by the way. He's kind of sexist. This dude's acting like there's no female gun owners. But to respond to this here, okay, you're acting like buying a gun is a permanent choice and abortion's not. You see, if I bought a gun that I didn't like, or, I decided I really don't want the gun, there are several options I could take to undo this quite easy. Well, I could take it back to the FFL. I might be able to talk them into buying the gun back, probably at a reduced price. I could, if I'm not in California, New York, New Jersey, Colorado, etc., I could either sell or give this gun that I didn't like to a friend, a family member, or sell it to somebody I trust. Hell, I could even take the gun control activist path who just broke the law, trying to, quote, prove to us that there is no law against it, and take the guns and turn them over to the police for destruction. You see, the point is that there are several things you can do to undo a gun purchase if you decide that gun ownership really isn't your thing. You can't take back an abortion. A video he has to watch about the, quote, effects of gun violence. Yeah, because, we totally, us gun owners are totally, quote, responsible for gun violence, even though 99.9999% of us don't use our guns in crimes, of any sort. And usually the people that do use their guns in crimes are the ones that purchased them illegally or acquired them through illegal means. Shoot. I am yet to hear a gun control Nazi explain to me how me owning this AR-15 has somehow contributed to, quote, gun violence. And this next part's telling. And a quote, ultrasound wand up the ass. And he puts in parentheses, just because. You see, this right here gives him away. You know, just because. It's obvious this person doesn't really care about stopping crime. This person's just out there to punish gun owners, which is what most of these gun control Nazis are really about. They don't care about stopping crime. They don't care about, quote, ending gun violence. They don't care about saving lives. That's obvious if you pay attention to what they say. They just don't like gun ownership, or at least not legal gun ownership, and they want to do everything they can to punish gun owners. By the way, in the states that require the ultrasound for the abortion, they want the mother to see what she's giving up. There is a purpose behind it. Let's, quote, close down all but one gun shop in every state and make him travel hundreds of miles, take time off work, and stay overnight in a strange town to get a gun. Well, guess what? Not all the abortion clinics are closed down. You're talking about gun shops. Well, guess what? They get closed down by the BATFE too. You know, if there's something shady going on. If you've ever been to a gun shop and you've bought as many guns as I have, you notice there are a lot of it. FFLs that want all the T's crossed and all the I's dotted when you fill out that 4473. They rigorously follow the law. And when was the last time you heard of an FFL, aka a gun shop, a firearms dealer, receiving taxpayer subsidies? You've got abortion clinics that have received taxpayer subsidies. You've had taxpayer-funded abortions. I mean, when was the last time Uncle Sam chipped in to help somebody purchase a firearm because they couldn't afford one themselves? Can you imagine what would happen if there was such a program where Uncle Sam pitched in to help people become gun owners? The same people who post this and retweet this crap and favorite this crap, and think that this is a good idea. Well, these are the same people that would be squealing bloody murder in the streets if there was ever such a program like that. Make him walk through a gauntlet of people holding photos of loved ones who were shot to death. Hey, some of us have had to deal with that before. Gun control activists already do that. They use their children as human shields. They show pictures of dead children all the damn time. Look how they milked Sandy Hook. And then scream shame on us when that Manchin-Tomei bill didn't pass. You know the one I'm talking about, the one where Obama gave that shameful day speech in the Rose Garden. Even after, his administration, had came out and admit, that bill would not have prevented Sandy Hook, but, we still want to do it in the name of Sandy Hook anyway. And then he got all butthurt, when people called a spade, and said that he was using those children as human shields, which he was. He absolutely, positively was. People who call him a murderer. Yeah, because, we haven't been called murderers. Have you ever seen the YouTube channel Go Timothy? Have you ever seen some of these Twitter comments that you get from some of these gun sense people? Yeah, they call us murderers all the time. I beg him not to buy a gun. Yeah, you got, again, people that demand, beg, etc., for us not to buy guns. You got people who put their kids up to drawing these pictures and, telling people, to get rid of their guns, begging with people to get rid of their guns. You've got, and here's one that you don't have to deal with if you're getting an abortion. You've got leftist talk show hosts and gun control activists, such as Michael Malloy, who encourage people to call up the police and report a gun owner is committing a crime that they're really not, file a false report against a gun owner in hopes that the police will show up there and shoot him before any questions are asked. Well, come on. When was the last time you heard of a pro-life person calling the police and accusing somebody going in to get an abortion of, say, going on a killing spree? I don't think I've ever heard of that before. I mean, we've heard of John Crawford, the man who was in Walmart, with a BB gun, and asshole and valor thief Ronald Ritchie called the police up and told the police that he was waving that gun at children, which in the video footage after the fact proved that he did no such thing. But that's after the fact, and as a result, the police stormed in there, shot John Crawford III, and another bystander had a heart attack watching that. Was Ronald Ritchie in jail for that? No. No, Ronald Ritchie hadn't really had to answer for that. But when was the last time you saw something like that happen to somebody who got an abortion? And this last paragraph, it's really telling here. It makes more sense to do this with young men and guns than with women in, quote, healthcare. Right. Now you're calling it healthcare, which, I mean, let's put it this way. You pro-abortion activists have been lying about abortion ever since I can remember. You call a 6-month-old fetus a blob of cells, even though it's not. You make it seem like it's a painless procedure, a painless healthcare procedure, when in fact, really, it's not healthy for the mother emotionally, nor is it healthy for the child. I mean, the child dies. And most of these cases of abortion aren't really about healthcare. They're about skirting bad choices and, not bringing a child into this world that you weren't prepared to raise. I mean, let's be honest about this. But anytime somebody questions abortion, immediately the pro-abortion activists will jump in to say, well, what about in a case where a woman's life is at stake, or in cases of rape or incest? And you know what? I don't think I've heard of many people that would support a ban on abortion in those cases. But it doesn't take you 6 months to figure out, well, I've been raped, I need to get an abortion. It doesn't take you 8 months to figure out it's an ectopic pregnancy, and if it did, you're already dead anyway. Shoot. Then, of course, he goes on to say, and I mean, no woman in getting an abortion has killed a room full of people in seconds, quote, right? Yeah, this shows how fucking detached from reality this dude really is. Okay, let me explain something to you. Just in case you didn't realize this. The object of an abortion is to terminate a human life. An abortion performed properly terminates a human life. Purchasing one of those big, awful, scary AK-47s and AK-15s. I'm sorry, I'm mocking gun control advocates' lack of knowledge on firearms here. But even buying one of those big, scary AR-15s at a gun show from a private seller, without a background check, doesn't result in a human death. And hate to break it to you, but the AR-15 is the most popular platform in the U.S. as we speak. And deaths by people wielding those things are a hell of a lot lower than the total death toll done by abortion. And in fact, AR-15s are not big-time crime guns. Especially when you look and see, that of all the rifles, of 300-something people a year are murdered in the weapons of rifle versus how many millions of abortions occur a year. And not to mention the fact that 99.999% of gun owners who go in lawfully purchase a firearm never use it in a crime. I mean, isn't this amazing? It's almost like gun ownership does not equate to violence. However, abortion, performed successfully, equates in a death. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, we do have cases like, Gianna Jessen, who survived a botched abortion. She's alive because the abortion was botched. Oh, man. But this goes to show you right here what the type of person is. Okay, so I know most people are more intelligent to buy into that crap that dude posted. However, unfortunately, we have idiots that buy into that stuff. I'm hoping that some of these people will watch this video and maybe that would change their opinion. So, guys, share it. Y'all take her easy now.